what we were saying. How you
Yes,
just
sir.
don't press start just yet.
No, we
Yeah.
live, baby.
Oh, we live. Oh shit. Cool.
We live.
That's live TV. All right. Well, shit. We cooling for right now. We kind of just still amongst ourselves. I'm gonna go ahead and tweet it out. But
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
some pushsoul TV.
Oh,
I think it's a chat in the Zoom. Can you put the thing for the restream in there?
yes, sir. I'll keep an eye on it though, you know what I'm saying? In case you just want to focus on the convo. But we looking good though. I'm looking at it right now. Stream looking good.
Cool. I'll just pull up the stream and this other screen. Let's see.
I'm gonna check pushsoul.com real quick.
Did any of y'all get a chance to check out the video, the first stream?
I ain't get a chance to look at it. I need to go tune into it.
That video long as bitch.
Yeah, I was watching a little bit of it.
Yeah, it's nice. It's like, I don't know, I caught a couple minutes here and there, but we had a nice little flow, a nice little episode with Mr. Solomon Grimes.
So, nah, I thought the convo was dope, you know. Definitely a nice way to kick things off.
Yeah, my fault.
Well, I'm sorry, but y'all boys can't fuck with me in the kitchen, man.
All right, slow down.
Boy, hey, Mark, I really do this, man.
Bro, no, you don't, bro.
I really do it, man.
Wait, what you eating right now?
Bad stuff.
Some lamb, potatoes, and some salad.
Say lamb, potato, and salad.
That's not too bad.
Eating like a shepherd right now, man.
Hey, man. As God is my witness.
No,
put it on camera real quick, Mark. Let's see what it's looking like.
Facts. That's what I'm waiting on.
Right. Oh, that was a bold statement, my friend.
What you mean? Oh, let me show you.
You better have some seasoning on that, bro. Don't play.
What you mean some seasoning? Oh, I wish I could zoom in for you.
No, you ain't got to zoom in.
That's the rosemary, the carrots, and bell pepper.
That look good. I ain't gonna lie to you. That look good, bro.
It's Charlotte plate right here.
It definitely needs.
The salad needs some dressing.
Man.
Put some dressing on that.
Oh, perfect. My bad. Let me get set up for the chat, though. You already know I got to roll my blunt up and stuff.
I'm already on that, boy. Oh, I got the joint. Making me hungry, man. I was smashing earlier at work and shit. I'm like, man, I'm gonna fast the rest of the night. This nigga making lamb, vegetables. I'm like, damn.
That do look good.
Hey, it's only like what time? It's only like 7:30 out of here, 8:30.
Yeah, it's 9:30 out here. I can't wait until like
7:30.
Can't wait until 10 a.m. tomorrow. I'm about to smash something.
But that intermittent fasting, bro, that shit saved my stomach, LG, bro. I used to wake up damn near every morning with a fucked up stomach ache. I started fasting till about 11 is when I finally eat like meat. In between that, I'll be eating fruits and smoothies and shit.
Yeah.
Smart.
That's the key. That's the key. Letting the body recycle everything out and shit. Like, cause we don't know. Like, we don't know how actually. We're not reminded how small these little tubes that we have that travel. The food travels in. Like,
look, I ain't gonna lie to you. I have to remind myself about how small our stomachs are, nigga. Like I sometimes think like about back in the day eating, nigga, a whole 15 piece from Wingstop, nigga. The 10 piece with 5 on the side or some shit, and like really looking at that amount of food in your stomach, it's horrible, you know.
Yeah, it is. But I've been vegan, though. I've been vegan for a while, boy.
Oh yeah,
it's hard. Bro, that shit, it's hard, bro. At the end of the day, it's hard because when I leave from up here, when I leave and go like to Boynton or I go to Champagne, I don't have everything.
Ooh,
you know what I'm saying? So all I sit there and do is eat vegetable fried rice. You know what I'm saying? That's it. Just carrots and broccoli.
None of the ribs.
Yeah, could not do it. See,
chicken.
My thing is I'm always trying to put on weight. I'm always trying to gain weight. So I be eating hella meats, like, but way too much like red meat. You know what I mean? Way too much.
Yeah, you gotta dial that down, bro. For real. Like it's cool. Like red meat.
Yeah, get you some chicken,
red meat's
bro.
great.
Yeah,
red meat's great. But like even some people take it too far. They eat that like all the time, bro. You can't eat it all the time.
Yeah,
but if you're trying to gain weight, that's kind of different. But then again, you don't need to do that. Just eat 3 times a day.
You gotta eat more. Yeah, 3 times a day. You gotta make sure you eat all your snacks. You gotta be eating damn near every like hour and a half some sort of snack. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta have one of your meals.
I got these little bitch ass granola bars. They all right. They just don't do nothing. You know, they too small, but
it going right through you, bro. That's going right through you.
You gotta do the old school way, nigga. You gotta get hella just peanut butter jelly sandwiches.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you,
I killed the whole loaf this weekend. I'm telling you, bro. But I feel like I've been putting on weight too. I feel like I've been doing decent with the food. I definitely killed a whole loaf of bread with
oh man,
peanut butter.
I be picking
it's crazy.
Shit was so easy. Cut them bitches diagonal. You know what I'm saying? Feel kind of fancy.
Make sure you eating that yellow fruit, bananas, man. Make sure you know what I'm saying. Put that up.
It's because we be burning way more calories than we think. You know what I'm saying? You be way more active, losing hella calories. You know, because that's what it is. Niggas need a high ass calorie intake as well to actually get the weight gain they need.
And you gotta get the carbs in too, man. You gotta get you need like squash, spinach.
Hey, I'm listening to this grocery list, bro. I hope you know, because I need to go grocery shopping for real.
But yeah, that paleo diet is dumb. I'm so happy you just said that, LG, bro. The thing about carbs, bro, carbs are so good for you. People think it's like protein. I remember Trey, bro, our nutritionist used to tell us about this. Niggas think it's like protein and shit that give you the energy for workouts. It's the carbs, nigga.
Protein,
carbs.
Like you could take in like 100 grams of protein, right? Even after you lift it. Bro, you ain't gonna get your body's not gonna digest all of that protein. It's gonna, like, you know what I'm saying? It's only a certain window we have with breaking down foods and shit like that. Proteins, that shit, like first of all, the fats activate breaking down different things like proteins, and like it takes carbs to activate the fat. Bro, it's real technical because I got like nutrition certification and I learned so much stuff. I'm like, what the hell? I thought I knew a lot, but I did. But I'm connecting it to the concrete knowledge, and I'm like, damn, bro, it's very technical.
Bro, I used to really be paying attention in them meetings, bro. Trey, what was her name again? Stephanie. What her name? Stephanie or some shit.
But remember they gave us the packet. Bro,
every week we had
every restaurant that's in America, they got
tell you
what to order and what you shouldn't order at every restaurant. So it don't matter
if you are eating out.
If you're gonna eat out, they got it on it for you. You feel me? Like that. It used to be smooth, but I learned a lot of that too, though.
See, I come from the school for real of calories in, calories out. I just try to eat as much as I fucking can before I go to sleep. and hope, you know what I mean, I'm in a surplus and not a deficit. Cause I'll be moving around a lot too. I walk everywhere I go, damn near, and
Yeah.
I be active, so I know I
That's what it is. You
burn.
gotta be making sure you eat after you active
Yeah,
immediately.
Real,
Like right when you
real
done, give
talk.
yourself like 20, 30 minutes, then you gotta eat a meal or your body gonna
Yeah.
start burning off that muscle and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Once
Yeah.
we already skinny, you know what I'm saying, Dante, bro. You don't got that much body fat on you. Once your body done burning through its body fat, it's gonna start going through the motherfucking muscle. You know what I'm saying? That's why fasting is hella good for you if you want to lose weight and shit, you know, and that intermittent fast. That's why people say if you intermittent fast, you can nigga eat whatever you want and shit like that.
Yeah. No, I don't
no,
do that.
I got a homie who do that. He studied nutrition, but he does one meal a day at night, so he don't eat all day, right? He starves himself during the day, fast, and then at night he one big ass meal. But he'll do like a fat ass pancake with a whole bunch of different random stuff on it, and not even like good stuff. Like it'll be like sprinkles and chocolate sauce, but it'll get it to like 4,000 calories. So it'll just eat his calories for the day.
You gotta make sure he get like throughout the day, he gotta get something. He needs some type of fruit.
Yeah,
You gotta get
you can't do
vitamins.
that.
You
You
gotta
Can't
gotta
do
get
that.
replenish
vitamins.
yourself after your fasting period. You gotta get them fruits and shit in you hella fast.
Yeah, but you gonna need some type of like your basic everyday vitamins to like get through the day because your body is gonna be like Barney said, we
Yeah,
burning calories
deficient.
just getting out the bed. We burning calories thinking, getting out the bed,
Talking right now.
walking,
Hey, and don't let it fool you. Lots of them niggas whose arms be super swollen. I even say, but 90% of them niggas be taking some shit. Like not just supplements.
That's a
There's
fact.
even supplements
Yeah.
niggas can point you to, bro. If you wanted to, bro, a good one that helped me pick up weight, a real healthy one straight. We had to literally get it tested by our nutritionist. Niggas in the league still taking it. I don't know if Trey was taking it all, but hella niggas on the team were. It's called pre-gym. Pre-gym, and there's this one, and it's like a post-workout called post-gym. That shit was all natural, thank God, but nigga, even niggas like The Rock and shit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro,
that
you
shit
better
is not
believe it.
natural, bro.
You
I
better
was looking at
believe
that nigga's diet, bro. Apparently that nigga wake up every morning, eat like 4 eggs and a steak, nigga, before his workouts and shit. I'm like, bro, a steak, nigga? It's 6 a.m.
You don't get tired of that.
Bro, how can you wake up with that
It's
stomach?
tired
That's
of
the
that,
thing.
bro.
You
There's
wake
no
up
way
like,
in
all
hell
right,
that man's gonna live past, bro, 60 eating steak every
that's
morning,
funny
bro.
as hell.
That's why we
No,
be
that
hearing
ain't
about
that ain't
niggas who
what
be
it
hella
is.
super swole, still getting heart attacks and shit like that, nigga.
No, you're right. You 100% right though, because you're not supposed to eat it like that, bro. I didn't even know that was his diet, bro. First of all,
Bro,
I didn't know that's what he eat.
they had a little
That's
they had a
crazy.
little article thing about it on Snapchat the other day. I went through it. That nigga eats a steak and eggs. That's his breakfast every
4
morning,
eggs?
bro. At 6 in the morning, bro.
4
6
eggs
a.m.
with
And go
steak.
ahead and look at how many people aspire to be as big as him. And they say, I'm gonna buy me some cheap steak and eggs.
Steak and eggs every morning.
I'm gonna make me a pork chop with some eggs. Fuck it.
Bro.
The key
You
thing
gonna
is,
look a week later at yourself, damn, where did this stomach come from? Why am I having all these headaches? Why am I
Tired.
still
Yep.
tired every
Yep.
day?
Exactly.
Yep.
Nigga,
100%. If you're not doing it right, you're gonna be feeling shitty, bro. You'll feel shitty, bro.
I
It's
used
not
to
your
mess
body.
with-
It's not your body
Hey.
type to be big like a motherfucking super soldier and shit, nigga. The niggas
Yeah,
can't even wipe their asses throwing. You know what I'm saying? Like, actually, bro.
I used to be on the pre's and the post though.
But
I used to take like creatine and like shit because it would make you
Yeah.
give you like energy,
Creatine, water weight.
but also help you retain weight. Yeah, the water weight.
smoothies.
That's why, bro.
What I learned, smoothies.
I would get the whey
Smoothies in the
protein.
morning.
You know what I mean? I would just do the protein like the 2 scoops with the milk. I used to do that shit
Whey
religiously.
protein. Get the whey protein.
I used to get that again with the little
Post-gym.
nice ass little shaker bottle.
I always suggest that post-gym and pre-gym shit just because I know for a fact, like I said, we had to get it tested at Illinois. And that shit is clean, you know what I'm saying, before we started taking it. Because that's also, bro, some of them places in Walmart and nigga nutrition shops, bro, some
They
of
be
them
having other
things
shit in
literally
them.
be having plastic, bro, sawdust bullshit in it, bro.
Yeah, you gotta be very careful, man. Like when it comes to stuff like that, you might as well pay that extra buck, like because the cheaper you go in that world, bro, they so crazy, bro. They crazy how they so crazy, bro, because they know fitness. I be studying this fitness industry shit. They know fitness to get big and all this shit take time. And nobody gonna question nothing they consuming because they want to get big, bro. Like they like, fuck, I ain't finna spend all this money. I'm gonna buy this and I'm gonna see if I get big. You don't know if you're gonna get big. You just hope and you get big.
You can't prove it. Then where you should have, you should have lived it longer or whatever. You should have
placebo. It's definitely placebo. Because while you have that thing, you gonna definitely feel motivated to want to work out more.
You gonna be motivated, all this shit, bro. They fun, bro. You gotta be so careful with this shit. You gotta stay basic. That's what the thing. You gotta keep it simple, but you have to research everything, bro. Like,
I definitely think I'm gonna move to the protein because I was always most. I mean, that was what I was most comfortable with because that was the most simple, most basic. Just put some protein, drink it after you work out. It just made sense. You work out, you know what I'm saying? You break the muscle down, drink some protein. You kind of, in my mind, you know what I mean, patch the muscle back up. It gets a little bigger. Do it again tomorrow. It felt like it felt right. And it wasn't like a chemical or anything. It might have some other shit. It probably has some other shit in it.
Like you said, the basics, niggas trying to cheat nowadays.
But it had the calories in it too, and I needed them.
Man. Oh, wait, what time is it? 46?
It's 10:45.
It's 9:45 miles.
It's like 4 o'clock in California. That sun be killing me every time.
Every time.
Yeah, that sun crazy. That sun crazy though, for real.
Right, no, stop. Y'all jinxed it, bro. It was motherfucking cloudy yesterday and the day before, bro. I was lightweight mad.
You good now? So you good.
Yeah. But hey, is this a supplement? Is this pre-gym Y.A.N and post-gym?
Yeah, Y.A.N. So look, how we talking, I ain't gonna lie. Just get the post-gym shit. The shit I did notice from the pre-gym, since it has BCAAs, those are once again natural things, but those are a chemical to make you nigga locked in, nigga.
Yeah. I mean,
there were moments, like I said, it's all natural, no illegal shit in it, but the shit worked. There was just moments where you definitely feel riled up, like not riled up, but like, nigga, there was times I just wanted to work out, nigga, hella times throughout the day, like just because I was getting excited, or it was just helping me stay focused throughout the day, But I noticed that also created me to become hella busy in my mind and like hella anxious. I started planning hella shit out and just trying to do way too much. I've been liking how my body feels way more just taking the post gym. But like I said, it's natural, pre-gym with a J. It works like a motherfucker.
I might, what I'll probably do is start with the post, like I said, with that protein. And what I used to do is start using the creatine and the pre-workout after it's been some months or whatever. And I feel like I ain't, I'm losing that initial fire, like I want to go get big. Now I'm just saying, I gotta get in the gym, start taking that shit, get back in the gym, man. Let's go. Let's do it.
You're gonna like that shit. And it's like I said, all the shit in it, you can research it, the shit flushes hella toxins out your body.
If it's more than like 10 things on that label, I'm most likely not gonna Google it.
Oh no, it's not. That's what I'm saying. That's why it feels so good. Bruh the dude who created the company too, bruh used to be a whole like doctor and shit. He got his whole little background story and everything. And I just felt safe with it when we got it tested by our people at Illinois, the nutritionists and the damn the trainers and shit. When they said that shit was natural, I'm like, oh, because that was the first time I had ever taken a supplement. High school, I was not fucking with that shit. None of that shit.
Oh, we got Trey. They just dropped the project.
Yes, sir. That Boynton Baby 2.
Yeah.
Round 2.
We this is just do a little slight intro. We We are Push Soul TV. We came here today to talk about that Boynton Baby too. That second album from Trey. So I mean, I had my initial question for you was what was your mind at and what kind of project you wanted to create going from that first to the second in those months in between. There wasn't a whole lot of time in between the projects, you know what I mean, between Boy and Baby. But like
Couple months.
yeah, like I know I just dropped my first project and I'm starting to think like how I'm thinking differently about how I want to make this next one, right? So can you talk about how you kind of shifted your mind in between the projects at all?
Uh, it really came from like getting a lot of people that's from my city and like other people input on
Mhm.
like what what I'm missing. You know, so I was going to people and asking them like, don't just tell me what you like about it, because everybody gonna come and tell you, okay, I like this, I like that, but I want you to go through like my close friends. I ain't really do it to everybody though. Like my
Mhm.
family and my brothers and stuff. You know, a couple people. I asked them like, what you think I should do better? You know what I'm saying? They gave me a lot of feedback, like energy wise on like your music and how you should put the track. Just be smart about how you put the track. So that really helped me out with going into Born Baby 2 with understanding, okay, all right, they like my flow. Like, I know how to rap. I know how to do this and that, but you gotta be unique with it. You know what I'm saying? You can't just go in and rap, you gotta be unique with it. So once I got them answers from them, it was smooth sailing, like going into the next one because I knew exactly what I wanted to do. You know,
That's
yeah.
big. That's big. That's hard though. I be halfway wanting feedback on my song. You know what I mean? Where I'd be
Mm-hmm.
like, hey, tell me if you like it. You know what I mean? Some songs you be looking for, but I think you could definitely hear that maturity with some of the flows and the and your cadences and Boy and Baby too, for sure.
Yeah, that was it was worse. Like it was bad. I ain't gonna say bad, you know what I'm saying, but I'm gonna say it was nerve wracking, you know, hearing some of the people like some of what they had to say. But also I value what they had to say, you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day you can't take nothing personal. You know what
Man,
I'm saying? You just gotta do better next time. Even though they ain't say it was bad enough, they just said, "Oh, you could have did this. You probably should have put an ad lib right there. You probably should have." You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah.
It's
So
hard
that
to
kind of that
hear.
really
It's hard to
helped.
hear, but yeah.
It's hard to hear, but you need to hear it. You know.
one things to think about. No, so Trey, then, bro, with that being said, was there like a deciding factor that made you want to come hard on Boy and Baby 2 on the first song, like out the gate with the intro? Um, how was your approach with that? You know what I'm saying? Like,
The
did
approach
you
was
plan
like,
out? Did you want to say like, yeah, I want to make sure this damn motherfucking track come on hard as shit and it gets people attention? Or was it more of like you were still trying to build a story to who you were? You know
uh,
what I'm saying?
uh, I say, I say it was more of a because in Born Baby one, the first Born Baby, I came in with the intro. It was smooth and it was kind of like, you know, it wasn't fast tempo. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And like I listened to Born Baby, it kind of got to a little fast tempo, but it didn't get to exactly what I actually wanted it. You know what I'm saying? Born Baby 2, I already knew what time it was. Me and Sonny sitting in the studio. I already knew, like, all right, I'm gonna come hard this time because once you come hard the first time, because I had actually that's for that you asked me that because I asked a lot of people about that. You know what I'm saying? And they said some of them said, oh, I think I like when you rap faster, like your up tempo music is. I like it better than when you just sit there like you talking. But at the end of the day, I was like, all right, you know what, I'm gonna evaluate what they say. So, you know what I mean? So I was like, man, I think this would be number one. Like this gotta be number one because how I just start the energy I brought, I feel like that was gonna bring so much attention to the album because
Man,
when you come hard on the first one and like you do it like that on the first one, they gonna obviously want to hear what you're gonna do the second one. Then when you come hard on the second, they gonna want to hear the whole tape. That was the whole mindset, like make this shit different than Born Baby. Born Baby was a vibe. Born Baby is just kind of introducing like who I am to a lot of people. Like, but then Boy 2 is like, okay, I'm finna introduce
Nigga, I'm
like
here.
what I
I'm
really
here.
want to say. Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Like I'm finna, like I'm kind of angry on the track. You know what I'm saying? Because you know, you feel like, you know, everybody feel like they deserve more or deserve like better than what they get, but you can't be that way. So yeah, that my approach to that shit was just a little bit more up tempo beats, up tempo like music, and then the rest is gonna be history, bro.
That's clean.
So
I like that. I definitely like that approach, Trey, bro. It was definitely worth it. You know what I'm saying? I felt that energy as soon as it came on, bro.
for sure, that's the plan. For real. That was the plan the whole time, bro.
My thing about the project I appreciate the most, it's just it has balance. It definitely has balance. You know what I'm saying? I'm the type a person that I listen to content. You know what I'm saying? I'm naturally a reader, so when I listen to music, it's kind of like I'm just reading with my ears. And you're good at definitely telling your story, connecting with your audience, and putting a bit of that personal content in there. Finding that balance to where what I'm saying. Like for example, some listeners they just want to vibe. You know what I mean? But in a sense to where okay, you captivating that vibe, and your content is kind of like being downloaded into uh their programming, so to speak. But that's one thing I do like about the project is just that balance. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like when it gets deeper into like music careers or anything like that, it's all about having that package, having like that package or that brand. And what you doing, I see just going from Boy and Baby 1 to 2, I'm definitely seeing you solidifying your package, your brand. You know what I'm saying? So that's the big piece is that balance. You know what I'm saying? You know,
Yeah, yeah,
being in
yeah.
Florida and all the influences out there, that it to me it says a lot that you still got that Florida aesthetic, that sound, but you putting yourself within that. You know what I mean? You're not leaning too far over to what the crowd may want. You know what I'm saying? You creating that new wave in Florida, but still paying homage to the foundation. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Of
yeah,
that Florida sound. You know what I mean? So
for sure. And everybody that come from Florida, like everybody that come from Florida, rap about the same. Like I don't want, not knocking nobody, not knocking how they eat, how they get their money, how they how they live and what they rap about. I ain't knocking that, but just everybody rap about the same thing, bro. Like it's too much violence going on, and then that just gonna make it worse for everybody that's coming up in that. Cause everybody want to be ballers. Okay,
hmm
everybody want to play ball. We all ballers. Florida known for football, known for ball. But now that everybody making them another way, you know what he's just telling me? He's just telling me, man, forget, man, Trey, forget. Like I had a kid, probably like 14, 15, like my little dog. So I, talk to him about life and shit. He's like, man, what's the point of playing football? We ain't gonna make it anyway. You feel me? We could do it either this way. Look at that. We could do it this way. So it's like you don't want to keep rapping about that shit, bro. You don't want to keep like trying to make them understand, like, okay, all we gotta do is rap about violence or this and that. You can rap about your life. You can rap about your cousin life. You can rap about your auntie life, your mom, dad, blah 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 blah, and still make the weight. You don't always gotta be about violence. So I've been trying to tie in what I actually went through and what I know is going on, and like the right way of doing things. I be trying to tie it in together. You feel me? That's where all that come from. So
hmm
like that's basically what I be trying to do in the booth, and like how I put it together. I wanted to put it together by myself without having people like y'all in my ear or having people like I ain't gonna say people because not a lot of like a little bit of people from the city in my ear trying to make me understand. Okay, you need to come this way or come that way. So basically, I just want to try to change the way people think and move about a lot of shit because music influence people ways and music influence how
Oh,
people move. So
yeah.
if you could do it the right way and do it in a way that you can gain respect by not doing no crazy shit, and do that, that's what I be trying to do. For real.
Yeah, and that's definitely it's gonna pay off, man. It's called I forgot what did they say? Artist development. Little do we know we're in that. You know what I'm saying? It's just believing in your process and understanding your sound and knowing that this is the process, being in that process. So this is artist development as we speak, man.
So and it been man, it been a journey and shit trying to like really understand. Like I be going back and forth with myself about songs I got, you know what I'm saying? Songs I want people to hear, songs I probably don't want people to hear. That got a lot to do with artist development too. Cause at the end of the day, you see these artists out here, man, they don't give a fuck what they put out. They'll put out the craziest shit, but they don't care. As artists supposed to, like you supposed to care a little bit, but when you making music from the soul, you making music from like your heart and shit, you shouldn't really care about what a lot of people gotta say, bro. Because that shit real. And that's just how it is.
Hey,
That's
but
what I'm starting to get into.
I feel you on that shit. When you're making that music that's really coming from your heart, coming from your soul, you more like vulnerable with every
Mm-hmm.
song. So every once in a while you listen to a song, be like, nah, it's just for me, type shit, or
Bro, for
like
sure.
so that's hard. But at the same time, you want to put out a lot of music. You want people to know you, but
Mm-hmm.
you know,
Once you got to get over that little hump of you being like, oh, I need to hit it. People that in the songs like that be the ones that probably gonna skyrocket for you, you know.
for
Because the
real,
songs that you really
for
don't
real.
think gonna do something be the ones that actually do it. So all I know, I'm gonna just like try to be more consistent in dropping and try to be more consistent in like like staying true to myself and not worrying about if this person gonna like it. Just know you put your heart in something, you do it. You know, you'll be successful in it, no matter if somebody like it or not. There's gonna be
One thing I
1,000
like
people
about
that don't like it. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, one thing I like about you as an artist, brother, is like I can tell you really love the art of it. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been in the studio with you, for years now, and I've seen the growth. You know what I'm saying, firsthand. And
Yeah,
you gotta love of making the music. You know what I'm saying? So I think that already puts you a step ahead of a lot of people. That call themselves rappers or something like that. You
yeah.
committed to making beautiful pieces of art, what I'm saying? Whether they ride, whether they hard, what I'm saying, or they smooth, like the intro of Boy and Baby One was, what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? So, yeah, bro, I mean, like LG was saying, keep on doing what you're doing. My question for you, though, is, what's your favorite song off of Boy and Baby 2? Yeah, I know we talk about, besides the intro, we already talked about the intro, but, what's
Yeah.
your favorite song?
My favorite song of Born Baby 2 is I would probably say Do It For, like the outro.
Yeah.
And the only reason I say that is because like that song, bro, I was just like I was kind of in my feelings for that song. You know what I'm saying? Cause I was going through so much at the time when I like actually like wrote it. I was going through, you feel me? I was going through a lot. And like just how it came together, you feel me? And like once I got the mixes from you and I heard it, and like how it just hit and how it stuck and everything I said, like I meant that shit. Like spoke on my baby mom. Like I ain't go my baby Adriana. I spoke to Adriana. Like man, you don't answer the phone. If you don't answer the phone when I'm trying to talk to my baby, it's up. Like ain't no more me being nice. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I put a lot down in that song, and I put everything everything in that song I meant 100%. And I do that with every song, but just that song right there, it just like it brings chills to me when I like listen to it. Like I'm like, man, because I'm passionate about a lot of shit I said. You know what I'm saying? So I like all of them. Don't get me wrong, but that's my favorite one. You know what I'm saying? Out of the ones that even before Hallways, even before the intro,
Mm-hmm.
that's my favorite one.
one thing I noticed, bro, on both Boy and Baby 1 and 2, you say some really deep songs for the last songs. Not saying that there's no other deep songs on the projects, but definitely the outros, had that, you know what I'm saying? But, that actually reminds me of another aspect of your music that I already touched on, you know what I'm saying? Like, you so committed, like, we got a library of songs, you know what I'm saying, that we pulling from. And like when we sat down and put together Boy and Baby 2, for those that don't know, it was like, you know what I'm saying, we pulled from a library of songs we just been recording over the past year and a half, 2 years, you know what I'm saying? And just made a playlist and began working on a structure for it, you know what I'm saying? So I think that really is a testament right there to, your growth in that time, you know what I'm saying, as an artist. And I'm telling people, look out for when we really lock in on album mode for real. You know what I'm saying? Because if you like how this stuff sounded, I mean, this stuff is really, you know what I'm saying? I think LG, like you were saying, brother, it's artist development. This is still, you know what I'm saying, that classic music, that classic feel, just because of who we are as artists. But that packaging is coming together, you know what I'm saying? And just wait till we really approaching a project from top to bottom, from every session, you know what I'm saying, we think about that album. You know what I'm saying? Instead of just putting songs together, you know what I'm saying? There's multiple ways to do it, but I'm definitely looking forward to, doing it in new ways and better ways, you know what I'm saying, in the future with you, you know what I'm saying? Definitely as, whatever role.
And I want to say to all y'all, and for sure, so y'all already know. And I want to say to y'all, I appreciate y'all boys, like, coming out, like, them questions y'all asking me, bro, is going to tie into the next one I drop. You feel me? So I appreciate like the question and making me think outside the box of like how I actually feel. People can ask you something, but then you get them an answer that lackadaisical answer. But when this shit like when they ask you about like your music, how you feel, like basically the soul, like the love you got for it, you know what I'm saying? It open your eyes up more and to understand that shit you can do way more, and I appreciate all y'all boys for that shit. And y'all already know it's love. But I mean, we got more coming. Don't worry about it. We got a lot of shit coming, bro.
That goes back into that artist development piece though. Cause for sure, I be going through that where it's hard. You know who you are as an artist, but you sometimes you can't put yourself in the words because it's just your feeling. You know what I mean? So to be forced to like elaborate on your process and what's going on in your head, that's big. That's important. I think we could use that as a transition to get to some of the J. Cole stuff that we've been blessed with in these past couple weeks. Did y'all all see the documentary?
I ain't get an opportunity to watch the documentary yet, but I heard the tape for sure. I heard the tape.
Yeah, well, I just want to jump off from the documentary point. I don't get into the details about it, but just with that development piece, what's been stuck in my head ever since I watched that is just that discipline and that schedule of really clocking into your craft. You know what I mean? Thinking about it in different ways, going from we already know we all enjoy the process. We all enjoy making music, producing music, listening to music, but just turning your mind around on it to think of it literally like you clocking in, like, all right, I'm gonna do this for 2 hours, do this for an hour. That's something I've been having to deal with as my schedule's changing. You know what I mean? Just finding time to actually do the music. And I appreciate. I'm so mad because when I had all day, I would take so long to make songs. Now, I got a couple hours and I'm kind of like able to really hone in on my process. So it's helping with the growth a lot. That's the big thing I took away from that Cole documentary, just to really
I'll say on that point, Dante, just to jump off of there.
Yeah.
The documentary, J. Cole was talking about how one way that he revved himself up for that studio work was through athletics, was on the basketball court, you know what I'm saying? And we can save his professional ball with Wanda for, maybe later in the combo. But I do want to maybe turn it to Mari and Trey, you know what I'm saying, because I met y'all, you know what I'm saying, when y'all was, I ain't gonna say when y'all first started making music, you know what I'm saying. I know Trey, you was doing a little bit before then, but as far as getting in the studio and making songs, making art with it, you know what I'm saying, I was there from the beginning for real. You know what I'm saying? And I seen y'all as college athletes, you know what I'm saying, of the highest level, you know what I'm saying, of the highest level, professional, y'all just wasn't paid. Y'all was professional, y'all just wasn't paid, you know what I'm saying? And I seen the transition from y'all as, you know, athletes to artists. So I'm gonna stop there. I'm gonna let y'all speak on that, you know what I'm saying? Because I know Cole talked about it, but y'all can talk about it too, you know.
Got them or you know, I go.
Yo,
Man,
I wanna say something. It's gonna be real quick. This whole like this whole thing I'm seeing now is the gap that was kind of I don't think the gap was bridged. Well, I don't think there was a gap, but it's crazy how music and sports, first of all, are like neck and neck. It's like one of them things like you can kind of. It's kind of like a 1-2 thing. It's like a, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah,
like,
hell yeah.
and
Hell yeah.
knowing that people like J. Cole, because we could say, oh, Kobe rap, Shaq rap, you know what I'm saying? But it's like knowing J. Cole has had real hoop dreams, like, and like understanding like just how he's like promoting that with his music. Like it's kind of like normalizing, like, okay, like, you know what I mean? That's
Mm-hmm.
that's why I think it's dope, you know, like with y'all too, man. Cause like Sonny said, y'all were on a professional level, whether y'all think it or not. That college shit is really, it's billions of dollars in college football. So y'all were professionals. You just weren't paid, bro. So yeah, I just wanted to say that because that's always been like a piece, like in regards to just creating our music, like just the fitness and shit, like.
yeah, no,
Y'all was a play
we
away or
appreciate
a
we
practice away
appreciate y'all
from going
boys.
to the league, bro.
Facts.
Yeah,
Facts,
no, we
though.
appreciate
Like,
Yeah.
y'all boys, man. For
bro.
real. Shit. Yeah, bro, that lifestyle, like in two different ways. One way, I guess in the negative sense, first, being an athlete kind of created this box, you know, because we had these aspirations all focused on one thing, getting to the league. That was it. We didn't have time for all the other bullshit. Shit, it was all the other shit to us was bullshit, unfortunately. Like writing was just a hobby of mine that I was like, oh yeah, it's cool. I done it throughout as I was a kid. Let me keep doing it, but I know it's not anything serious because I'm gonna get to the league one day. Nigga, 90% of your life eventually, once it gets to that level, is focused on that sport. You know, we have expectations to be in class, team meetings, weights, um, football, games, you know what I'm saying? More team meetings, more, and it wasn't the lifestyle that people thought, like, oh yeah, you're an athlete, everything's handed to you. No, we gotta do everything y'all do, including this football shit. You know what I'm saying? Like they had class checkers for us and shit like that. Like if we weren't on time to class, nigga, we were up the next day, whole position group.
At 6 in the morning. Punishment,
Bro,
100%.
it got to the point where the whole team had to start coming, bro. Some bullshit. But anyway, that box was something I was steady trying to get away from, and that's what I loved about my hobby of writing at first. You know what I'm saying? Like this literally helped me step out of this box I felt of Amari, the football player. I'm strictly an athlete. You know what I'm saying? Um, Eventually, you know, accepting. I had to get to a point, like fast forwarding, like accepting that football was also not just a box, but as y'all were saying, it was a part of the journey in order for me to meet Sonny, you know what I'm saying? In order for me to meet Trey and get to this point of having this conversation with y'all, like, because there was a point in my life, this is the second part I was talking about, there was this point in my life where I was like, fuck football. I regret that part of my life. I wish I would have started music in high school, way serious, blah, 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 all this shit. Instead of thinking like, if I would have done that, I wouldn't have even got to this point where I'm at now. You know what I'm saying? This exact, I probably wouldn't even met any of y'all if I would have started saying like, yeah, let me say I took music serious in high school, I probably could have gave up right after high school, you know, on some shit, seeing how life's direction goes, you know. And so it was just it was a struggle at first. It was a struggle getting used to not being the athlete anymore, and now accepting my creativity and everything fully, and the fact that niggas were blessed. And my bad for going so much, because that's why I really look at it as a straight blessing, how niggas even ran into each other and met each other. Because I met Sonny on some non-music shit, you know what I'm saying? Like literally on some on trying to join his political group on motherfucking campus and shit, and trying to get involved with that more. And thankfully my nigga clicked, you know what I'm saying? Like I was able to come to one of the events and see that shit like take place. And this was right before our last season was about to start. Was able to kick it with my nigga, you know what I'm saying? Once again, still off some non-music shit. My nigga just invited me to come kick it and chill, bro, and talk and everything, bro. And like that small moment, you know, I used to, like I said, regret football, saying fuck Illinois, why did I go? But nigga, if I didn't get to Illinois, nigga, like I said, I don't know if I would have been to this point with y'all, bro, my brothers, man.
And to speak on that shit, Mar, I don't know when it was. It was sometime during practice or whenever we had like a little.
It was like right before camp. Right before
camp. Kamara knew I kind of made music too. You feel me? I'm gonna touch on like the football shit with music. I'm gonna touch on that a little bit. But Mar knew I made music. He was like, man, I got this Sonny, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You need to, if you serious about this shit, man, you need to go meet him. That's what he told me. Straight up. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go with you whenever you go over there. Just let me know. Boom, boom. Make a long story short, like that was probably one of the best decisions I made. And I appreciate Mar for even stepping to me like that. You know what I'm saying? On like just that type of vibe, you know what I'm saying? Because I was really into that shit. So I'm fast forward to like the football and the music shit.
No.
Football wasn't going, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people go into that shit like, you better understand, when they say 1 to 3 or 1 to 4% of the people in college is going to go to NFL and have a stable and be stable in NFL, you better believe that shit. Don't be biased to it, because you could be the best player ever. I was going through so much, bro. You know, some of the football. It made me, I ain't gonna say it's bad talk them, because we know what's up with them. We know what's up with that, you know, whatever they got going on over there. That shit made me want to do music more, because I'm like, I started getting to the point where I'm like, fuck this shit. Like, I play ball. I go to practice and do it. I go to practice and ball out. I still ain't gonna play, but I'm gonna go to practice and ball out. And I'm gonna just, the anger I got because how y'all doing this and how y'all moving is tying in with the music. I can go home and angry, and like see, with me, I can get angry about something, and I'm gonna go to thinking about my whole life. You know what I'm saying? When I get mad about the little thing, I go to think about my whole life. So that was helping me. Right. That was helping me understand, like, all right, boom. Coach made me mad today. But damn, my cousin made me mad back then. So let me go let me get a beat. I'm gonna write that shit down and
process.
Right. And it helped me, like, right. I feel like it, because when I met Sonny, I told him straight up, I ain't right. I ain't never right. I just went in that bitch and freestyle. I went in that bitch and just freestyle. The only time I started writing was when I got with Sonny. That's the only time I started writing. And then I was going through all that shit with football. Football was, you know, it was promising at first, but then you know how that shit go. You know, coaches changing and it's changing. You getting pushed to the back. So I'm like, all right, instead of me getting angry by me getting pushed to the back, I ain't gonna get angry. I'm just gonna go home. And I used to start writing, because I'm like, damn, now I know I got somewhere to go. I got somewhere to record this. I got somewhere to put that shit together. You know what I'm saying? That made me feel, bro, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Me making the music, me hearing the music made me feel so much better that I wouldn't participate. Like, even though I want to participate in practice, don't get me wrong, it was out of my control. Me being upset about that shit and me going to make music made me feel 100% better when I made the music. Even though I still went to practice and shit and did what I had to do, that the music just was feeling different in me. I started to generate to making music more to studying them fucking plays. You feel me? So it was like, man, I feel like I can really do this shit. I always know how to rap. I always know how to freestyle as a kid. So, and I always know how to play ball. So I always know how to do both. But when one not showing you the love and then you doing the other one, and that shit making you feel good about yourself, make you understand your purpose in this world, bro. Man, that's so without football, without that shit, without me going through the shit I went through with football, I probably would have never felt my passion for music like I do now. So like that shit.
You saying it helped you put it like in a therapeutic lens. That's
Yeah.
raw.
That instead of me going to my brother, my sister, my girl, or whatever about
Going
the
to
shit
the
I was
mic
going through with
type
football,
shit.
I'm going to the pen, and you feel me? And that shit helped me get through it. That's why that shit. Well, I ain't even watched Cole documentary, but if that's what he said, I understand 100%. If you know what I'm saying, you can go to the court and he probably goes to court and put everything that fuck he going through to the side. I'm just playing ball, I'm having a good time. That's how I work, but my shit was opposite. Now, I used to love ball, but when I used to go and write music and do what the fuck I was doing, I felt better doing that shit. Just because what I was going through with football, bro. So that's what I want to touch on that shit. Cause I feel like that's important to people in this world, like not just with music. Don't be pissed off with coaches. Go out there and find what the fuck you really want to do. Cause at the end of the day, I can be the best football player ever. You can get hurt tomorrow and never play a fucking game. So at the end of the day, bro, you gotta understand your why. Not just for the moment. I've been playing football since I was 6 years old. I started playing football when I was 6 years old. I started making music when I was 12, and I got more passion for making music and playing football. So I feel like that, like sports and your career after that shit ties in so much. And what I would say from sports though, it taught me how to talk to people. It taught me how to work ethic. You know, that goes in with you writing music. When you get tired of writing
that
music,
discipline schedule y'all had, hell yeah.
You feel waking up at 6 in the morning, I still do that shit. I still wake up at 5.
Bro, I be doing metaphor laps and shit like that. Like it's a fucking training session.
Yeah, but no, for real, the football shit really helped me understand my purpose and what I actually want to do. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to be a baller. Everybody want to be a baller. It ain't gonna work for everybody. I don't care who you think who you is. And I ain't saying this to knock nobody's dreams. I'm not saying this to anybody. If you want to be that, go and be that. But at the end of the day, you better think about what you're gonna do after. And that's why I was so glad that Mark came to me, because what the fuck I was gonna do? I probably would have snapped on Coach ass if I wasn't going home writing music. I probably would have came there. Yeah. Show him the whole Boynton in me, bitch, because I was wanting to. You feel me? Still to this day, they still got it. They still go, you know what I'm saying? They still gonna have to see me. One of them will have to see me. That he know who he is. But at the end of the day, that shit helped me.
Williams, I'm gonna say something to that bitch ass nigga.
Oh, Coach. Oh yeah, I ain't no shit. I ain't sneak this one. If somebody gotta watch this, Coach Kino is up. When I see you speaking on Kino, at the end of the day, well, for real, bro. You spoke on my daughter, bro. You don't speak on my daughter, bro. Up. But nah, like at the end of the day, that football shit really helped me transition to music, and it really showed me my purpose and why I actually love that shit, because it's therapeutic, bro. It's fuck therapy. That's it right there. That's why I go to when I go through my shit. Just go to writing.
Nah,
so
look,
yeah,
bro. My homie, he hit me up today, and he sent me some music he just made. He just started making music, but he reminded me of me. That's why I fuck with it so much when it happened to me earlier. So he reminded me of me because he not like becoming a rapper, right? He not starting a music career. He just, just starting to write a little bit, starting to spit a little bit, want to record a couple things. But he good, he decent, you know what I mean? But it's that ability to wanna what he told me was, it's so crazy how people can't look at rapping as like a hobby. Even that's what it is. That's what it always starts out with everybody. It's like for me, it started out with me starting to write some shit that made sense to me, but not to other people. Me figuring myself out, doing that self therapy and shit, right? So he was saying like people can just like pick up drawing, you know what I mean, pick up painting or whatever, but if you pick up rapping, it's all these extras that come with it that it's hard to maintain that focus first on just having fun, just expressing yourself and just succeeding in whatever messages, stories you're trying to craft through it. That's what I try to focus on, the creativity part. But then you know just being able to not stress about things like packaging and things like drops and things like numbers and all that kind of extra stuff. Like in a perfect world, if we could just make art and just the art's dope and we cool, we good, we don't, you know what I mean, and we don't have to go to work and do all this other bullshit, and it's just
I'm happy you said that.
pure for the love.
Bro, I'm happy as hell you said that, Dante, bro. Because, bro, I've been tired of the prerogative and hearing people. I've been seeing a couple interviews about it, like, oh, you've been making music for this long and you haven't made $1 out of it. You need to stop making music and shit like that. And it's like, bro, one, who the fuck are you to be saying, like, who deserves to be making what music? And it's like, two, the fact that people can't comprehend that, I guess, the idea of like what they want to be mainstream or industry, you know what I'm saying, and what they actually put money into and fund, and the whole idea and concept of money and numbers, like they've made that tied in with the art. You know what I'm saying? That if you have the numbers, that means you are an artist at the same time, or if you're an artist, that means you're gonna have the numbers as well.
That shit's
like,
so tightly linked nowadays.
It's like,
so
what
tight.
the fuck?
Don't make no sense. People, I noticed that too. People won't click on some shit until it has a lot of plays or a lot of likes on it,
bro.
But
and it could be the hardest shit ever.
We got to remind ourselves what the essence is. That's in person. You know what I'm saying? And that's where it's felt at, and that's where a lot of people don't want to see me. Just to speak in particular. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, everything might look fine and dandy on social media, you know what I'm saying, with the numbers, but on the stage, the crowd, the audience is going to decide, you know what I'm saying? That's where the true democracy is going to be held at, not with these algorithms and all that shit, you know what I'm saying? That's not where it's at. And shit, I know in person where the vibe is really at, that shit really rise to the top. I think it can even rise above all the flashiness that you can provide, you know what I'm saying? That real is going to rise. So that's what I'm trying to latch on to, and just, getting ready, you know what I'm saying, for my performances. And I know some other artists feel the same way, you know what I'm saying? Like J. Cole's one of, you gotta think, J. Cole, just to bring him back to J. Cole, he's one of the few artists. What other hip hop artists of his caliber, or any is dropping live albums? He dropped the live album. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if y'all checked that out.
Yeah, no, it is raw.
And it's raw as hell. You know what I'm saying?
That's the best way to listen.
You're right. There it is, Dante. That's the best way to listen to it. That's the best way to listen to Forest Hills Drive.
100% easy.
You know what I'm saying? So there's something about that live essence. That's where it's really, that's what we got to get back to. I think Cole represent that. You know what I'm saying? I think this Cole album is definitely gonna go over well live. And I don't know if we want to get back to the Cole album at all before we wrap it up. But
yeah, we can. We didn't really talk about it too much.
Yeah.
What do people think about it? Did everybody get a chance to run through it, get some thoughts on it?
I ran through it one time. Just tell y'all real quick. I ran through it one time, and I was like a couple days ago, like 2 days ago, or whatever. I'm listening to him, and like you can tell that he fucking know he raw. You feel me? Like you can just tell how he just how he putting shit together, like and then the way he titled his shit, the way he put the words like together with the songs. You feel me? Like people not doing that type of shit, and just like for me personally, I always been a huge J. Cole fan. Like before anybody, I'll probably play J. Cole. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like you can tell that he more confident that he know he like the best out here. He letting it be known that he know he the best out here. So he just motivated. Like when I heard it, he motivated me to believe in myself more than anybody else gonna believe in you. Just believe in yourself in your craft, and you can go. You can fucking walk on water with that shit, bro. And that shit was deep to me because like I'm one of them that don't like I don't really think I'm like that. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta feel that way. And me listening to his shit. Well, he made me
You can
feel
hear it
like,
in his
well, you can
tone, in his
do,
voice.
you can hear how he rapping, you can hear
Confidence
how he
behind the
putting
craft
that
right
shit
there.
together. He confident, like 100%. He know he the rawest. And right now, I don't see nobody really fucking with him. For me hearing that, for me hearing how he put them together, I don't see nobody fucking with him. Really, that nigga touched me a whole different way, bro.
Yeah, I think Trey put a stamp on it for me. I think it took me a little bit a few listens to really work myself to that point, but I really think he captured that with the off season what he was really going for. You know what I'm saying? I think he's at the top of his craft. You know what I'm saying? At first, I think I approached the album, I was kind of critiquing it too heavy for it, like lacking some of the cohesiveness or like the narrative of some of his previous projects, some of the cohesiveness, but I think, if you really just take it in with that theme of this is just like, an artist at the top of his game, kind of in the off season, he kind of laid it out like that too, saying he got more albums coming after this, kind of just listening with those type of ears, I definitely began to appreciate it a lot more and more. Even the first time I listened, I knew this was, top level elite music. But as far as like it, how it ranked amongst J. Cole albums, I definitely think, it's a lot closer, if not within the top three. You know what I'm saying? Where I wasn't sure if it was, but now I think it might be in the top three for me. You know what I'm saying? As far as, Forest Hills Drives and what? No, well, I see. Actually, there's four that's fighting. If I'm talking about J. Cole albums right now, there's four now that's fighting for the top three. KOD, For Your Eyes Only, Forest Hills Drive, and now this new one, Off Season. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I had to kick out one, it might be that Forest Hills Drive.
I would say KOD personally out that group.
I like KOD a lot.
Man, no, the project was, like you said, I got to listen to it still like a second, third time. Shit. I felt bad because I gave it, like you said, a heavy critique that first time when I was talking to y'all about it. But no, Sonny, you said something real important just now. And it's listening to it with the ear of this is an artist at the top of this game. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's what I was feeling. I knew even hearing it that first time, this was the next step. You know what I'm saying? This was his, the pinnacle type shit. The thing that's starting to send them overboard and send them into legendary status, But as far as like, what's that shit being old head, that's what sometimes when I'm listening to the people who I always fuck with, that's what starts taking away from my enjoyment of them because I become in my hipster feels. I'm like, oh shit, it sounds like they're trying to cater to a new audience and everything. And it's like I'm getting older, understanding it more with this music, learning it myself is just, you gotta respect that. And that's what comes with the territory in the game. And if you're gonna go about it like that, this is the way you're supposed to go about it, you know what I'm saying? Making sure the music is still elite, making sure that the content of what you're talking about is still there, even if you are trying to cater and pander to a different audience. You still talking about meaningful ass shit, motivating, inspirational ass shit. And so yeah, bro, it was definitely an album I fucked with overall. And I gotta keep listening to it to keep getting the same, the same enjoyment out of it. I still got the other albums you talking about over it. as far as personal listen, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm still on old head times sometimes. But yeah, that Forest Hill, motherfucking For Your Eyes, and KOD, them 3 albums is.
Yeah, no, I think this one you kind of have to listen to it a few times because it has that loose narrative theme. But I definitely agree with you, Sonny. That came out after a while, and when you stop, judging it to that, because I was kind of like, he not really telling stories like he normally tells stories. He not really crafting like a whole conceptual project, but it was something a little bit different, and I still appreciate it. He had a whole lot of bars. I like the top better. I think the top was harder. The top like 4 or 5 songs, like all of them. I just um he had a couple features. You know what I'm saying? Didn't expect. Definitely, I'm feeling what everybody's saying. I appreciate the album already better now. And I heard somebody bumping it, pulling up to my apartment today, and I was like, okay, I fuck with that song. And he dropped that video for Amari. The video was all right. It was mid. You know what I mean? But it's good to get a visual for it. But with that being said, we've been here for about an hour. I feel like it's a good time for us to sign off. Appreciate, what I'm saying, Trey, you talking to us deeply about the project, about Boynton Baby 2. Y'all do not forget, go cop that. That's out everywhere: Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube, everywhere. Boynton Baby 2. But yeah, that's us.
Peace, y'all.
For sure,
So
y'all.
check us out.
I'll get Boynton Baby too.
Go get it. ASAP. Telling you ain't gonna get it.